I was working with this client for a little while, and we got her to consistent five-figure months, anywhere between 22,000 and 25,000 a month consistently. So once she got to that, phase in her business, she's like, I want to start investing in paid advertising. She came and she talked to me, and I'm like, hey, I'm on board. So she hired a company that could help her with her advertising. Little by little, I noticed as she started working with this company, every time she would come on the group coaching session and she would be asking questions and, just updating us and everything, I noticed that there were some issues happening. So she was attracting people that wasn't qualified. She was getting people who weren't serious. And it was like if she was reverting back, and she was stressed, right? So I remember the first time she came to the call and she told me what was going on. I said, listen, and I want to give you this advice, because one of the biggest marketing mistakes that I see business owners make is an over-reliance on paid advertising. So I want you to know that paid advertising does not replace what you have to do as a business organically. When it comes to creating brand awareness, when it comes to cultivating relationships, when it comes to positioning, when it comes to building authority, showing up for your people, leading, that type of stuff, it should not change because you start using paid advertising. Paid advertising is a form to accelerate what's already working. And so people who do this, like people who really do this, they would tell you to get your business to a certain level, and then they would educate you. And that's what I had to do. As she was working with this company, I had to further educate her and give her strategies organically that she can do to help her paid advertising. It's also important for you to understand the idea of running ads is that now you are advertising to a cold audience, right? Now, unless you are doing retargeting ads, which this is not a ad video, so we're not going to get into all of that. But for the most part, when you're running ads, you're running it to a cold audience. So these people are not in your communities. They are not on your email list. They may have not ever seen you before, which means that cultivation and that rapport and that relationship that you built with your warm audience has not happened. And that's the reason why when you start using advertising, you will see a slump in your numbers. You will see a slowdown. So that means you have to implement organic strategies that will help fuel your paid advertising strategy, right? Okay, so no more over-reliance on paid advertising, and make sure you're working with people who are experienced enough to have this kind of conversations with you and support you when this stuff starts happening.